You know, it's so easy for a lot of people to have moments of abundant energies, but it's very hard to maintain that abundant energy unless you're actually living an abundant lifestyle. Get your money up, bro, so you can do the things that you actually want to do. And I'm noticing that a lot of this is just a mindset and confidence thing, right? I don't know, and a lot of people say like this type of stuff is like greed and, you know, being overly ambitious and all this other type of stuff. But I think it's more of just me trying to chase the best version of myself. Even though the whatever version I am in the most current moment, in the most present moment, that is the best version of myself. I still know that there's things that I want and I probably wouldn't want it if it wasn't achievable. So I commit myself to those things. I commit myself to that path and these goals, knowing that it's something I can do. Now, the biggest thing that gets in between the process of manifesting is our own self-limiting beliefs. You know, I actually need to be telling myself, you can do this. Telling myself, you know, instead of doing this, go read that. You know, go seek more information. Instead of doubting yourself, have a little bit more confidence. You know, confidence and my mindset and the way that I'm taking care of myself and what I'm allowing dominate my thoughts is what's going to essentially push me forward. It's very hard to do anything from a chaotic standpoint or chaotic point of view, or because everything in your life is going to just be super duper scattered. It's not going to feel organized, and if there's no type of organization, it's going to be very difficult for you to move forward and actually plan and get closer to the things that you want. You know, while we're sitting here trying to build discipline and all this other type of things, we really have to take note of what that actually requires of you. You know, you can't just wake up and be like, okay, I'm disciplined now. Like, no, that's something you have to build. You have to continuously do something over a certain amount of time and sacrifice for that doing in order for you to say you're disciplined. Discipline is one of those things that's earned, it's not gave. You can't literally wake up in the morning and just say you're a disciplined person. You can put that headspace into your energy field and try to live out through it through intent. But the actual disciplined person usually has results to show for it. That's one of the crazy things about reality. Discipline always has results. If you're disciplined in something, you can show for it. If you're disciplined in going to the gym, your body will show it. If you're disciplined in your training, your conditioning will show it. If you're disciplined in taking care of yourself, your physique, it will show. If you're disciplined in your skill and your task, your money will be a representation of it. And if you're disciplined in posting content, if you guys are making sure you're posting every day, post something, right? You will have results from it. It's like a lot of us want results from things that we haven't really put the discipline and consistency in for it. You know, it's crazy. I saw this dude on TikTok post saying that he's been posting on TikTok for over a year and he hasn't seen any improvement and he's just about ready to give up. No. I don't know if you see, I was reading this book, Think and Grow Rich, and it talks about in the middle of the book, never give up. That is actually the one thing that allows people to penetrate through your level of persistence. If you aren't persistent in what you're doing, you're not going to get through. Because what if the moment you quit, the very next video you posted would have been the one that got you to where you got to, right? It's all about having a sense of confidence and self-belief. If we don't believe that this is actually something that we're meant to do, we're going to let circumstances psych us out. You know, it's very hard to get psyched out of something that you feel like you're meant to do, because your spirit is always going to be called back to go do it. And eventually, you're going to end up getting it because something within you told you you were meant to do it. So you told yourself that it was possible. But if you're over here psyching yourself out and just giving up and pouting and all this other type of shit, it's probably not going to work out in your favor. And that's just keeping it $1.50. And, you know, that's something I'm relating to myself on this journey. You know, I've had my business, I've had my creative outlets, I've been doing all of these things, and I've realized the one thing that I've been missing is my consistency factor. Do the S word every single day. And then that what brings the results. I get in this thing where I start something, I would do it for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then I won't see the results that I want, and then I'll stop doing it. And the next thing you know, 3 months later, I'm going back to go do it again because my spirit's telling me you need to complete this mission. So at some point, like now, I'm just fully committing to the journey and I'm doing the things that I need to do, regardless of how people are perceiving me, regardless of how I feel. I'm just making the content, I'm putting it out there. And another thing that instilled that level of confidence in me was at least building my business to where it's at least not now. When I first picked up my camera, that was like 3-4 years ago. And I've seen the clientele, I've seen the people that I take pictures of, I've seen the things that I intertwine with change as a result of me just simply continuously picking up the camera through the highs and the lows. So in my head, I'm like, damn, if I did it over there, then I can do it over here. You know, we have to take these bounds off of ourselves. We have to take these limits off of ourselves. A lot of the things that we want can be done just through simple principles, right? Believing in yourself, consistency, you know, positivity, the things that you're choosing to indulge in. If you're indulging in nothing but negative frequencies and negative energies, of course, that's all you're going to get is negativity. At some point in time, you have to switch the vibe. You have to switch the focus. You have to switch what you truly care about.